More Epstein nonsense. A whole host of new stuff drops, but we're still sorting through the old until we figure out how to get to this. Welcome to In My DMs. I am Derek. This is Matt. Matt has finally taken this video he's been teasing to all of you for the last 2 weeks and turned it into something that we can actually share. I don't want to, but I want to. It's so bad that it's good.
Well, it showed up in the files.
It showed up in the files. So Matt had this video beforehand, and now it showed up in the files. So it's like public information, okay for us to use.
Yeah, and I want to be clear. I wasn't trying to convey the message that I'm the only person in the world with the video, but I had access to it long before this was a problem.
It would be really weird if you were.
Right. Yeah, it really would be. Thank you for making that really awful for me, Derek.
First person camera shooter.
However, I want to give her she's going to be the first part of the video. She started covering it today and I saw it. This is her name on Instagram. It's Lesbian Moms Shows You How.
That's at Lesbian Mom Shows You How.
That long shit right there. Lesbian Mom Shows You How.
Mom or moms?
Mom.
Okay, we gotta give her credit. Lesbian Mom Shows You How.
Yeah, she's gonna be the first part of the video, and then I attached my video because what she's covering is the background on that video because apparently it hit the market, and so I did my best to redict. Is that what we called it?
We called it redict.
Rediction.
Rediction. That's right.
Joe's junk. Joe's got sizable junk, so I had to do some big time rediction.
So the square is big.
It's a big square, yeah. Joe's brain is small, but his rediction was large. So
now we know why he stuttered.
Because it was the blood flow.
Remember, the guy had the old joke. The guy goes into a doctor's office and he's got a 12-inch unit, and the doctor says, "Yeah, man, it's just too big and it's causing you to stutter." He's like, "Well, let's take 5 inches off." He's like, "All right, come back next week. We'll do it." He takes 5 inches off, comes back to the doctor. He goes, "Doc, I'm loving this. What do you think?" He's like, I think it's pretty
It's great. Yeah. There's no dude sacrificing 5 of that.
No.
I don't care what he's got. So, Quan, if you'd be so kind as to play the video. I did my best. I think it's all blocked out, so YouTube shouldn't lose their shit over it. But anyways, roll it.
I mean, there is man ass.
Who does that look like? Remember Jessica Collins and her dead man switch video that I reposted? She had filed a lawsuit against the United States government that was set for jury trial in January 2025, and she filed the exhibits for the lawsuit. All these things are public. You can look at the filing yourself, the numbers at the top there. She claimed that she was trafficked and that her daughter was also trafficked, and she included what she alleged were pictures of her daughter and this guy. Her daughter and this guy. That's why in her video, she claims she was trafficked to people in the blank house. The word starts with a W, ends with an E. Jessica Collins went missing about 8 months after those exhibits were filed with the court. The story is she disembarked a Carnival cruise ship in Bonaire, and as she was disembarking, she said to the cruise staff that she didn't want to be located. And then apparently, a week later, she was detained by immigration in Bonaire, and they confirmed that she was alive and well. But there's no reports of her since.
And here's the video.
That is allegedly that woman's daughter.
So she, Lesbian Shows You How, whatever that was, points out still pictures from that exact video.
Correct. Yeah.
And says whoever this is, to leave us all to have the assumption that it is Manwich, Sloppy Joe.
Yeah.
And Matt, having had this video for some time, went, "Oh shit," and put the two together.
Now, 6 years I've had.
I think the most important thing to come from this is Matt has to now say that lesbians provide value.
This one does. This one definitely does.
Because this video, very important for the conversation today.
Well, it gave the background on it that I never knew. I just knew that he had a girl, that Biden had a girl tied to a tree, and he was hitting her with what looks to be a belt. You know, we're whipping her with a belt. That's what that looks like. But I didn't know the context of it, as if you need it for some reason.
Well, right.
But in this case, it does help. And when I saw the video, I was like, oh, shit, I got to put these together.
Well, and it goes so far as to go, alleged abuse actually made it to a court document and is documented in this particular file. So, I mean, I think everyone at this table already kind of knew that Sleepy Joe was into some shiz. And the video to me just kind of goes, well, of course. But I guess the real revelation from that is the size of his junk, because the rest of it kind of, for me was kind of.
The actual revelation for me is as these files have started to unravel, and we're less than 2 weeks in.
Yeah, we're only 2 days away from the latest dump, which is going to.
Well, let me stop you there. I'm going to cover that too, because that ended up being not the case.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Alex Jones, like him or not, he's been extremely accurate through the years. So he posted that Valentine's Day thing, but we'll get into that. That ended up being not true. The DOJ has some problems,
but there's enough in the truth of what was there
for sure
for this next dump, where certain people have resigned and left companies already.
Not just here, but abroad as well.
Mostly abroad.
Yeah. You can't even find the right words for this. The debauchery, the Satanism, the abuse of children, the ritualistic stuff. It's all over the top, and it's disgusting. So I wanted to play that video because it's now become part of that, and it shines a light on. Listen, I'm not personally blaming you if you voted for Biden for what we just saw.
Sure.
But the fact of the matter is, will you say something now? You will cry when Trump's name is even mentioned in the files. And when I say mentioned, I mean by third parties. There's no firsthand descriptions, and I'm not defending him. I'm saying to you what is fact. There's no firsthand descriptions. But I've got video I just showed you that's corroborated through her story and a court case. Is it now worth your time to say Biden might have been fucked up? I mean, if that's not going to do it, what will?
Proof that it's him, number one. I mean, that's who the Biden apologists and supporters are going to.
Well, they can take that stance,
Yeah, I
but
mean,
it is what it is at this point.
That's their only almost defensible stance at this point. The other piece that comes out with this most recently is on the House floor. There's Candace had a video earlier this week. Late last week, talking about how many times Trump's name is mentioned in the files. It's
like 5,000 times or
right,
something.
but they don't clarify that he's talked about in the files,
right.
Not.
Well, they've done the same thing. So so Alex got an inside source that said there's going to be another dump.
Mm-hmm.
He's been extremely reliable. So I posted that video, and now he has walked that back. What they've done is they've added into the DOJ is a shit show. Pam Bondi, Todd Blanche, those people need to be fired immediately. He needs to get people in there, because what's about to happen if he doesn't get his arms around this and start taking control of this information that is being manipulated and released in a manner that it's just not honest. This latest list of names they put out has people like General Flynn on it. Alex Jones, all the people that have been championing the cause against this, and primarily Trump. And this becomes a Trump issue because it's his administration that took this on. No other administration said we're going to be the face of this.
Elect me and I will release the files.
Right. So when you took on that burden and you ran Dan Bongino, who I went from liking to I think he's an absolute fucking clown, and Kash Patel.
Same.
Yeah, you run them out there in front of a camera and they say, we've seen everything. There's nothing more to look at. Kyle Seraphin is an former FBI employee and a whistleblower and has skin in the game. He said a year ago, there's about 14.6, almost 15 terabytes of information.
Good Lord.
Right. It would take a decade to go through that. So am I to believe Bongino and Patel sat in someone's office and went through 14, almost 15 terabytes?
Honestly, we're America with this huge military, and I know that there's data analysts within our military.
For sure.
Would be very easy to just move that information over to them. Like, hey, go through this, comb through it.
Yeah.
People are using AI to do it. And you have a great video that you shared with me of a guy who used the language model to scan the files and said, okay, look for these keywords. Anything that has these keywords, associate them over here.
Ian Carroll.
Right. And grade that. I think the video itself was a little irresponsible in its reporting, but it's still good information to push you further down the rabbit hole to go looking for yourself.
Well, all that's true. But the reason, if Trump doesn't grab a hold of this and get rid of the people that are actually fucking this up, the Pam Bondis, if he doesn't do that, it becomes his problem. There
was another Alex Jones video that you sent me, which is in here. Maybe we should show it.
Myron Gaines.
It's Fit and
Fresh podcast.
Right. Yeah. So where he's saying, Trump, what are you doing? Like, you are making the public turn against you because you haven't done what you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
And you know you're not in these files.
Yeah. In that manner, he's not. Get
your not negative in the files. Get your shit together and get these things released because you're hurting your own name.
Well, he's running cover, and this is my opinion. He's running cover for people like Lutnick.
Right.
Lutnick was there on the island, took his kids to the island.
After.
Right. It would be like you and I work together and I find out, Derek, you've been going to the island.
Right.
Well, fuck it. You got to go, bro. Like we can't be affiliated anymore. I don't care how much of your right-hand man Lutnick is. You got to cut this fucking guy loose.
There's certain things that are completely intolerable.
Well, the public voted for this.
Right.
This is part of the package.
Right.
We wanted the border shut down, and we wanted, a lot of people wanted justice for what they believe was a 2020 election fraud, and now they wanted the Epstein files and the people in them.
Yeah, if you're going to drain the swamp, sometimes it's going to be the guy who's actually sucking the straw too. That's got to go.
Yeah, there's going to be some collateral damage.
Absolutely.
And that's what I feel he's trying to do, is run cover for those people, but it's not going to work because they're going to drag him down with them. They're going to end up losing midterms. They're going to lose the House. They're going to lose the Senate, and then he's going to get impeached. And then what? You're going to run basically a lame duck VP up there that doesn't have the House or the Senate, and he's going to do what? Survive for the next 2 years? He has to go in right now.
Impeach doesn't mean removed from office. We've seen that.
It will if it goes through Senate. If they lose the midterms and if they get control of the House and the Senate, then yes, it will mean that.
All right, so let's just put it into perspective, right? For the Republicans for Trump to release these documents that almost 90% of it is Democrat or leftist folks.
Predominantly, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
So what makes you think that releasing those files would then create a blue wave? Wouldn't you think there would be more of a red wave? No, I'm saying the
opposite. If he doesn't release them.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like, go ahead and take these assholes down with you.
I agreed.
Right.
Open the fucking floodgates.
Right.
That's what you said. Right now, this is on you when you said, well, we've looked. There's nothing more to look at.
Yeah, that was the worst thing
you owned it at that point. It became your problem.
Right.
So now you have to fix the fucking problem.
Right. Right now, he's where he was starting his last presidency with having to deal with COVID and saying, yeah, go take the vaccine.
Right.
He showed up and said, yeah, there's nothing in these files.
Yeah.
Equally complicit, if you ask me, and needs to be fixed and apologized for, but he won't apologize for shit.
Well, if he doesn't get out of the way of this and grab it and take control of it, it's going to run him over, and it's going to tarnish everything he's accomplished, which he has accomplished some good things. And
I'm telling you, he is steaming 250 miles an hour in the front of a bullet chain right now that he has not gotten out in front of.
I know.
And he needs to get off that sumbitch.
I know.
I'd like to see him stay on it personally because I don't like the guy.
but I'm not liking what he's doing right here.
I don't know the suitable replacement unless it's RFK. I know people are big fans of JD Vance and what he could potentially bring to the table.
Logically, that's the only way it can go. You can't, that it's just going to fall.
They have to make RFK speaker and then put up Vance. And then he has to get assassinated.
Take out Vance and then take out Vance. Yeah, it's a little tricky. All right. And so the next thing I want to go into. There's a lot of Epstein stuff. There's been the Britney Spears was clone thing I found in there,
which is fascinating.
It is. We can go into some of that, but what I really
let's just touch on it real quick because I want the people at home to know what Matt feels like he discovered, that there is a 15-year-old clone version of Britney Spears out there right now, potentially, allegedly.
I'm not making the claim that it's real. However, in the files,
right,
they're making the claim that she was cloned and her clone is now 15 years old, which is a perfect age for them still because they love young girls.
Well, for the Britney fans of the world, this is when she kind of made her coming out party and drop Hit Me Baby One More Time as 15, 16 years old.
Start just
so we could just have a brand new Britney career.
Hit Me Baby again.
A second time.
Yeah. We can go through some of that, but there's a really interesting thing I found today in the files, and I've been teasing it a little bit on social media. So when you go through the files on that jmail.world, you're inside of a Gmail, and you can look at photos and you can look at emails and etc. So I started going through photos today, and what I found was a membership for Jeffrey Epstein for an adult video store in Montclair, PA.
So random.
Right. And it was a small file. I blew it up. I looked at it. It is not redacted in the sense of he wrote his phone number on there. It's his writing, his phone number, his address. I have an app I use to look up if I need to know a phone number, and I did that. It gave me the name Jeff M. Epstein as the return on it. So that confirmed it to me that it's real. So sitting there, I decided I'm going to call it. And I did just that. I called, and it rang, which means it's still in service. Who's paying the bill for the dead guy and why?
It's auto drafted off his credit card that somebody's paying
since 2019, right? We're just going to keep the dream alive.
Oh, do we think that the membership is from 2019? I mean, it's got to be, if it's a video store, it's got to be like.
Well, we're going to show it. I'm going to put it up on, I'm going to have Quan put it up on screen here in a minute, but we're going to call the number.
I love that. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we're going to call the number.
It looks eerily like the COVID card.
That is, what you're looking at is my guy, Jeff, his little porn video membership.
And now you guys all have his number too.
Yeah, and it's right there from December of 2005. And that is his phone number. And we're going to call him right now.
Hey, it's almost Christmas. Let's go shopping.
He's Jewish.
What does that have to do with it? Oh, because he doesn't celebrate
Hanukkah,
Christmas.
Bro. Come on. Eight crazy nights.
Super crazy.
All right.
If you're getting your guests from the video store.
Here we go. We're going to call Jeff.
Okay.
I'm not going to block my number, so I'm going to tell you guys.
So you're going to end up in the next round of Epstein files.
I could
but
be.
He's
listen,
supposedly dead. So
if this guy is the CIA asset that I think that he is, that these files show that he is, and into the financial world and into the satanistic, ritualistic bullshit that this guy is into, if he's still connected, be real easy to find out who I am, especially since I'm not going to block my number because I want him to see my Jewish last name in the hopes that he answers the phone.
Here we go.
Let's do it. We're ringing.
I hear it. What are you going to say if he doesn't answer?
Just going to leave a nice message.
You say, hello, my name is Jeff.
Please leave your message.
Jeff Epstein.
Nothing recorded. Record your message at phone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press 9.
Jeffrey, it's Matt Kaufman calling from Las Vegas. My buddy out here has an adult tackle football league, and we are looking for some really young cheerleaders. And I know you're the guy. So you've got my number. Give me a call back. Let us know if you can hook us up on some of those really illegal cheerleaders. Thanks, buddy.
You asshole. What happened to our agree? EB, like,
Yeah.
now he's gonna see an opportunity.
I just don't think he's. I just don't think he's going to be calling back.
You don't
either
think?
way. No, I don't know. Maybe he'll find humor in that and he will call.
Do you normally answer unknown numbers when they call you?
I didn't. It's not unknown in the sense of it.
No, I'm saying if he were to call you from
an
alternate phone.
I will answer unknown numbers just so that I can capture this one.
Okay. If it doesn't say spam likely, come on through. We got some guests in the house.
Larry Smith.
What's up, man? We just we literally just did.
We just called Jeffrey. Left him a message.
I'd like to say it's anticlimactic, but he threw out my football league as the fall guy for the reason for the call.
I didn't specifically say the name of the league. I just said we needed some young cheerleaders, and I hear you're the guy to talk to.
Listen, I just want to say I commend you. If there's any motherfucker that was going to find that phone number, it was this motherfucker right here.
And if it was one motherfucker that wasn't going to call from his own phone, it was this motherfucker right here. If there's another release of Epstein files, I do not need my phone number or name in it.
He don't care though.
Yeah,
I know.
That's true.
He don't care. He
I know.
really don't care.
This is why we have this show.
I
'Cause
respect
he can say
it.
whatever the fuck he wants because he doesn't care, and I have to be timid because I care.
Listen,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous because I think the network is gonna probably get canceled once the whole network is gonna get canceled.
No, they will never find us.
Yeah.
You much of the black shit you have to sift through to find this one white guy?
Oh man.
bro, if it's gonna go down, what's gonna happen is my fucking ride will get blown up on the way home. With some drone.
So what happened when you called? I mean,
So it earlier I called. It went right to voicemail. Same thing. You heard him, and it's his voice. It's
what does
Jeff
he say?
Epstein.
he says
That's
Jeff Epstein.
Wow, he doesn't have even like a code name or
But look, you didn't see this. Throw it up on screen again, Quan, so you can see. This is the document I found in the files. That's his adult video membership.
I like that they redact the clerk's
Wow.
initials.
Right. But look, he wrote his phone number on there. And he's in Montclair, PA. And I have an app I use. I can look up a phone number and it gives me the location. And it confirmed that it's in Norristown, PA. So that's all correct.
And they still have it active. Everything is good.
It's active. You can leave messages. So that tells me someone's using it.
Are you guys leaving that number up?
Yeah.
You guys aren't gonna redact
It's
that.
public information. Why would we
Oh,
redact it?
oh wow! Look at the people. The people are gonna go bananas.
Right.
Everybody
that should be our title picture.
Yeah,
Oh no!
Everybody should call him and text him. I told my buddy, I said I'm gonna send your picture to him and said, let's fuck, Jeffy.
El Jefe. Let's get it in.
So what I think you should do is,
Uh-oh.
I think the thumbnail should be his number, but we should redact a little bit, and they have to watch the show.
Yeah,
Ooh.
in order to get him in.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, we have the number. You got the number.
That's it. And I've called you heard it. It's his voice. It's him on the voice message.
That's a great plan.
Well, I'm so confused because like if he's in Israel, why would he still have that number?
Cell phones work internationally.
It'll work no matter what. Here's the thing that needs to be done. Somebody can track where that phone is right now.
If it's a phone and not a Google Voice or
It's
something.
not. That's from 05. That number's from 05. It's not some Google.
It wasn't originally clearly from 05, but
Right.
it could have been transferred over.
I'm willing to
something.
bet you money
Well,
you can locate the phone. I already know how it works. Someone can track
Well,
the
then let's go
location of the
get-
phone, and
dude.
if that motherfucker is in Tel Aviv, that confirms the fact that those messages or those pictures that I posted of him in Tel Aviv
That phone should be ringing in his jail cell where
should be in a
he
grave.
was suicided.
Right, should be in a grave.
Right.
He's dead.
In the grave.
Right.
Like he was buried with his cell phone.
Quan, what do you think about this, Quan? Are you a little
Well, here's
nervous?
the other thing. It rang like 4 times. That means it's been charged.
You're saying all the shit I'm saying, long version.
Right.
The phone is active.
Right.
It goes to voice message. Someone is maintaining that. They've maintained the bill because he allegedly died in 2019.
The bill's a good word.
Right? They pay it. Someone's checking those messages. I'm betting money it's him.
Hi, this is Bill. Call my buddy Jeff.
I got his number right
I
here.
can't believe you really got that number. I can't believe that you sifted through all of that stuff.
Well, you had to sift through all of it to find it to
Yeah.
prove why he had his number in the first place. Because if it was just on Matt's phone already,
No.
it would look bad.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah, that would look bad.
Yeah.
But I had to bring the receipt with me because otherwise I just say I have Jeffrey Epstein's.
Did someone
And then called it
did
on
a higher up intel give you this information?
No, I sifted through my.
Because I don't think you sifted through 3 million. I feel like some higher intel dude called you and said, "Here you go, Maddie.
Hey, for your show on Monday.
Here you go."
Larry, for the record, I sat in my living room today and I sifted and I found a phone number.
And you just saw that number. It was like,
I did.
bingo.
Yeah, I just grabbed it, man.
You were like the dude in Friday After Next when the two mall cops, and he's like the two dudes start walking. He's like, bingo, we got action.
Yes, that was me.
Ice Cube was like, what are we doing? We're just chilling.
Yes.
He's like, Day was like, come on, we got action, motherfucker. And then he wants to go harass people and shit. Bingo.
Absolutely.
You caught that shit.
Just luck. Just the luck of the draw.
Damn, man.
One shot.
I'm not going to lie. Derek, I'm a little nervous.
A little?
I'm a little nervous.
Well, look, it didn't come from my phone.
No, I know that. But
I am on the show with him, and so are you now.
I'm nervous because I sit back.
And you did request cheerleaders.
Now, here's the good thing about this. Here's the good thing about this. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's the good thing about this. Once that number goes out there and everybody starts to call,
Right.
I get
Then
some
we're
cover.
good. Then we're good.
yeah.
But we have to be the first. We got to get this out fast.
It's gonna circulate real fast, and once it circulates, they're not gonna know where it came
Yeah, because
from.
if we're the people to break this number, that's huge.
Oh my God, that's massive.
We could end up on every platform ever being talked about.
Yeah, no.
Well, that's kind of why I wanted to bring it to the show today.
I'm loving this.
That's kind of the whole thing.
Right.
Oh,
and,
man.
and allegedly Joe Biden's booty hole.
Yeah.
This is
You
amazing.
missed that.
I don't know
Yeah,
if you
you
missed
missed
much.
that.
I've been seeing a lot that Joe Biden's been dead since 2019.
It is alleged in the files, yeah. And if you look at him physically in the face,
Well, hold on. When you say alleged in the files,
mm-hmm.
what does that mean, alleged?
there's an email between Epstein and I forget who the other party is, but they say it in the email
Right.
that Joe Biden was assassinated in 2019.
Huh. And when you say assassinated, what does that mean? Like,
According to them, a firing squad.
Damn.
oh, you're saying they killed him in front
Yes.
of.
That's what it's saying. I'm not telling you that's true, but that's
But why would they assassinate him in front of a firing squad? Like,
well, this
like he's not Saddam.
this gets into the Q stuff where they allegedly get rid of people. They have allegedly tried them and allegedly, I say allegedly because I'm not necessarily a Q person. I didn't buy into all that. I understand that was based on an old Russian program called Trust. So you can debate that all you want. What I am saying to you, there is conversation in email saying that he was taken down by a firing squad and replaced.
And America let that happen.
Well, America wouldn't know.
What do you mean America wouldn't?
I don't know.
Just not America like us. We wouldn't know. But the people who are running the Democratic Party would certainly.
So you're saying, so what you guys are telling me is, in a nutshell, and this is just a regular American, what you're saying is his Secret Service guys went over to somewhere and they were captured by whoever, and they said, Joe's got to go. Sleepy Joe's got to go. Well, I've already replaced him. We got the double. Because we do know they have the doubles. For sure there's doubles.
I mean, but maybe they already had the double. He goes into a isolated place and the double walks out and Secret Service is none the wiser. I mean, because all you have to do is like, I'm ready. Huh?
Based on compartmentalization,
Right.
Derek would be right. They wouldn't be privy to that. What would happen is this person would show up and they wouldn't be any wiser.
Wow.
Because you're not letting them in on that. They can't know shit like that. Their main function is like a security detail.
He goes to the restroom, such and such, comes out, they switch him,
Yeah.
bang, bang, he's gone. New guy's out there. But the new guy was pretty pathetic, too. I'm not going to lie to
Well,
you. At the end
I
of
mean, you're not going to bring an all-star to replace a guy that was already
Yeah.
slipping.
Well, I mean, if we're going to lean into this conspiracy theory, wouldn't the best thing to do be go in hiding for 6 months, everyone claims dementia, so you don't have to come out and talk on microphone?
I mean, it sounds smoother, but again, this is based on
But
the
why-
email.
why
The
the
email
assa-
says he was taken and assassinated.
Right.
Why the
Not
assassination?
sat down and given dementia.
Why the assassination?
No, I'm saying the double comes out
Agreed.
with dementia, so he doesn't
Yeah.
have to actually talk like a real human. He can just
Oh,
read from a teleprompter.
yeah.
Never ever have to take questions.
Right.
Right. I mean,
it sets up the stage that he's instead of him
like the Joe
actually
Biden
being
puppet and the
incompetent.
Kamala puppet are
Right.
the same puppeteers.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
Well,
yeah.
what I'm saying is, why the assassination? Or why kill him that way?
Well,
And I just dome him in front of the world.
Again, I'm going to reach into that, go a little bit down that rabbit hole. So there's a justice system that allegedly operates out of Gitmo. You know what Gitmo is?
Gitmo is Guantanamo.
Guantanamo Bay. And they have kept the court system. And I can tell you that there was an expansion of Gitmo that took place a couple years ago. They did actually expand it. They did expand the court system attached to it. Does that mean that they have these, what is the actual military term? I should know this. Military tribunals.
Okay.
Where they take someone like Biden secretly, try him secretly, and then execute him secretly. That is the allegation I think is being made in that email. And then for, I guess, continuity of government, you run this guy out here, this fake guy with the dementia,
Right.
and then he is basically managed, which they know now, through AutoPen and through a group of people. That's a fact. He wasn't making any decisions. There was a group of people managing the country, and his face was the face of it.
Man, if that's true, America is it's like a real Truman Show facade. Like,
Well, I think the
There's
emails,
no- there's-
the files show that.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of us who have been thinking that for quite some time, to be honest. So it's
The-
not that big of a stretch.
These files basically, they're just they confirm all the worst things you've ever thought. From satanic rituals to who's actually running the country. Quan, can you pull up the one that talks about the lottery?
oh,
it should
that was disgusting. When I saw that was disgusting.
Yeah, you saw that on my page, right?
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I watched all the videos you sent.
This isn't
and
a
I
video.
remember hearing. Okay.
No, this is okay. So
It's disgusting. If this was true,
I mean, everything.
which is true.
he has a trust, and Jeffrey Epstein had a trust,
Yep.
and that trust won
I did see that.
won the lottery
Right. 85.6 million or 86 million.
twice.
Twice.
Once in Oklahoma, and I think the other one was California, but I'm not 100% sure. If you look here, look on the screen. So basically what you're seeing is you've got a guy, and this is how they're moving money, right? They give you the impression that you got a chance to win this money, you buy into the lottery. And this guy and his trust are hitting the lottery, and they're taking that money. That's just another form of embezzlement.
Wow.
Okay, so now let's go back, because when you see, this is the rabbit hole you take me down. So clearly they're moving money that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. So we don't have a chance to ever really win these lotteries. And there was a saying I saw recently that I saw this thing about maybe a year ago that said the CIA runs the lottery system. And now it makes more sense to
Well,
me now.
that's who he works for.
Right. Well, so hold on. Does he work for the CIA or the Mossad?
He's primarily a Mossad agent with ties to Maxwell, and Robert Maxwell was Ghislaine's father, who was
Right.
Mossad. But he is also, you can't look at him as a asset for one individual.
Right.
He's like a free agent,
Right.
operated primarily by Mossad, but he also is operated by CIA. The two of them are interconnected.
So my thing is, see, when I saw that and I think about what Pam Bondi said, and everyone's riding her about that the down was over 50,000, whatever.
Because she made that, her thing was, someone said, we needed the Epstein files, and she immediately switched tack over to, but the Dow is over 50,000.
Yeah.
As if that was going to change your mind about the Epstein files.
Yeah. So that's the part that when they say that it would crash the economy, because now
You get heads of state, heads of companies.
I never want to go buy.
Everything,
I
yeah.
never want to go buy a lottery ticket ever again.
That's what you like. Go to the casinos and play parlay cards. Support Las Vegas.
Well, yeah. Well, listen,
That's his thing.
That's right up my alley.
Right.
The
Yeah.
parlays, the bets, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, I often think, and I put this on. There's a real popular guy on Instagram, Vegas Paulie C. I don't know if you guys know who he is.
I've heard him, but I don't know.
And I made a big comment one day, and they were talking about all the money that's going through the casinos, and I said to myself, the casinos are nothing but money laundering operations.
Well,
man,
they're
at this
supposed to
point.
be having all types of tips and triggers to stop the money laundering by if you bet a certain amount on a guaranteed
Well, I
winner.
think-
Well,
right?
well, well,
I
no.
think you mean in a larger scale,
on
governmentally.
a larger
Yeah.
scale. So
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
just a Ponzi scheme to run the money through.
Yeah.
At this point,
Always has
because
been.
nobody owns them anymore. Like back in the day, we had pioneers like Jackie Gahn. We had Benny Binion
Yeah.
and those
Individual
guys.
owners, not corporations.
Not corporations. And
Yeah.
now I feel like when you look at the amount of money that I think there's only like 2 or 3 really profitable. Like the Wynn is profitable, Encore is profitable, right? But you look at across the street, they're bleeding money at the Resorts World and places like that. So I think they're just funneling money through.
Yeah.
It's just a way to. When I think of the Epstein thing, I'm thinking, well, what's the difference?
Wait. You're saying a building built by Chinese money is being used to launder money?
Oh, yeah.
Shock.
There it
That's
is.
crazy.
Whoa.
Right.
Yeah.
There it is. And we just, because it doesn't make any sense to me if they're saying how dead it is and this and that. And I'm like, there's just too much money going through these. And then they get these big, huge fines that they don't never talk about. I forgot, like Resorts World got like $10, $20 million fine for people that were funneling money through.
Yeah, it
and
makes
then,
sense.
and then they get a slap on the wrist of like $2 million, but they raked in $90 million.
Yeah, so gambling was always the easiest way to launder money.
Oh, yeah,
and
no,
all the checks and balances for the Gaming Control Board were put in to be able to stop people like you and me from laundering money.
Yeah.
But not the big fish
Not the
that
big
they
guy,
need
yeah,
to use.
not
to
even
launder, right?
close, man. Not even close. It just shows you how. To me, man, that's what I love about you guys' show is that I get a different glimpse, a different understanding. Most of my friends think Matt is a racist, and I have to correct
Derek
it.
actually believes that as well.
I don't believe Matt's a racist. He just says a bunch of racist shit.
He said, yeah, he definitely says some shit that you sit back and go, "Come on, Matt." You know what I'm saying? But then when he breaks it down and you look at it, you go, "All right,"
He's like every male born between 1960 and 1980. They say shit to get you riled up to see
Yeah.
how pissed off you can get or how hard you're like.
Actually, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will go over and to get a response out of something. We were doing it to you today on social media.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's poke the bear a little bit.
Right.
I need to see where you stand when it's time for you to stand, and then I can make my adjustments.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, you definitely fuck with people, and it's not cool. Just so you know, it's not cool, man.
You're welcome.
Cause there was a couple of times listen, I'm on the phone, all right?
Yeah.
And he'll be like, "Where are you getting your fucking sources from? CNN?"
Right.
And I'd be like, "Yeah, motherfucker." And I'd be mad about that shit. Cause I'd be like, "I really am getting it from CNN."
Sure.
He'd be like, "Go get the fucking better sources, asshole." And I'd be like, "Fuck you."
He gets
Right?
mad.
Like, cause I don't know where else to go. I'm like, where you? So then, I always, well, where you getting your shit from? Well, and then he starts reeling them off.
Right.
And now I'm over here like, yeah, I got you, motherfucker. You just told me all your shit.
His all comes from Truth Social.
Yeah, but I'm not telling you all of it.
Yeah, no, he doesn't tell me
Social?
all of it.
I barely even go on there. I have an account there, but the thing with True Social, it's an echo chamber.
What happened to Parler?
Well, Parler was taken down because they agreed to let their servers be managed by Amazon.
Oh.
And when Amazon decided that they didn't like what Parler was saying, they no longer had servers.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
And Dan Bongino was involved in that too. Everything that guy fucking touches turns to shit. So also too, real quick, I want to show a picture. Quan, will you show in that same email, the one with the red on top, the girl standing on the stairs? The file number is on top. And this is the kind of shit we're dealing with. When Dan Bongino and these guys say that there's no trafficking, there's no victims. This is a little girl, and I hate to be crass about it, but she's pulling her panties off, and someone's taking a picture of her. This is the kind of people that we are dealing with.
That's crazy.
It's
bro.
just awful, man.
Yeah. I've been scraping these files pretty heavy, and this is the kind of disgusting shit that's in there. And then also too, I want to walk you down this one real quick. Show the picture of the Clinton DVD-ROM. It's in that same email. Okay, so when they initially went into Little St. James Island, all of these ROMs existed. And if you look at the name on there, it says Clinton Nudes. That is an actual picture of what was taken from the island. But when they left the island, because they weren't specific in their warrant, they couldn't take these things. So they took pictures of them. And then they requested that Epstein and his attorneys send that stuff in. What's the chances that that shit happened?
Very low.
Right. And what's the fucking excuse when you are sending in the FBI to gather this data and you're not going to take that? I would take it and make you get your attorney to get it back for me so I can go make copies. So that tells me the FBI was complicit in the cover-up.
Naturally.
So,
because how many times does the police follow, or any government agency follow everything by the book when they're confiscating information?
So what you're telling me is when they went into the island, they couldn't take any of the stuff.
They couldn't specifically. So the way their warrant was written, they were there for specific things, and it didn't include those CD-ROMs like that. So they took pictures of the CD-ROMs, and that's why that exists in the files.
And it says Clinton nudes.
Yeah. Not that I want to see that. Would you want to see Hillary?
No.
You want to see Hillary?
It's probably got some.
I'm betting it's
crazy,
mostly Bill, right?
Got some crazy shit on there.
Just the thought of
so is it true then? Do you think it's true about the video that Putin says that he has a video of Clinton sucking off president?
You're asking me my opinion.
Because this is where I fuck him up, Red. This is where he gets like amnesia all of a sudden.
It's not amnesia.
Because when you say Donald J.
it is.
Because Putin says he's got a tape of Clinton sucking off Donald J. And like,
first of all,
I know he's your man, but
we didn't hear Putin say that.
Okay.
There is an allegation that Putin has that.
This is all news to me. I love this. So supposedly, smooth talking Bill.
Yeah, Slick Willie.
Slick Willie had Trump's Willie in his mouth.
Or the other way around?
Pause. Yeah, I don't know. Pause. Whatever which way it was.
Yeah.
Well, it's important.
Here's why.
Trump is doing Clinton. That's from what I heard. What I understood.
Here's why I find that to be fucking unbelievable, and I'll tell you why. If you had the opportunity, if you look at the way that you and I have discussed the oil in Venezuela, we've discussed the oil in Iran, and how it's going to impact China and Russia. No matter what you say, Trump is costing these guys money.
They would have put that out.
Yeah, come on, man. If you got that kind of fucking juice, wouldn't you put that shit in
play? And to be honest with you, Trump is such an asshole. He'd be like, no, he's got to do me first. I can see him like, no.
It's not gay because he sucked my dick.
Right, exactly. I can see that. Yeah. For sure. Pause. No homo. Super no homo. You know what I'm saying?
Super no homo.
Yeah, super no homo. I gotta say those. You know what I'm saying? This is the network, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm super proud of you guys, man. You guys are coming up with some shit, man. You guys are doing really well over here, man. And when you called me, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I was like, should I call Killer and let him know? Because we could possibly get thrown. But you know what? Fuck it. If we get thrown off the network for that, then I'm with it. I think Cam will be with that too. To know that
I just called Jeffrey Epstein. I might get shot on the way home tonight, man.
That ain't gonna happen tonight. No, we're not gonna scared of that. I mean, listen, bro. I mean, I think it's pretty incredible that you found that because a lot of people are sifting through that stuff. A lot of people are sifting through, and I haven't seen anything. For you to break this today is fucking awesome, and it shows that what it shows to me is, and this is what I tell all my friends about you is, before you pop off at him, you better have your research because he's going to do his research.
Absolutely.
That's the one thing about him, Derek.
I've made that mistake before.
You got to watch him because he's going to.
Derek and I started off.
He's going to do the research, and if you don't have the research, you can't just be taking clips off of what you heard off of CNN.
It's like arguing the Bible with a reverend, and you haven't studied the book.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I mean that's but what it does, it gives you more credibility and lets you know that you're serious about this, and that shit is some real sick shit, man. If you think about, I wish they expose them all. To be honest with you, I don't care if the economy crashes or not. At this point, I mean,
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, like fuck it, let's go. Like.
The economy needs to crash so the honest people can be in charge is what it boils down to.
I don't think it crashes like when they say it crashes, I think it crashes for them.
Yeah.
They've been living this fucking life for a long time, right? I think the actual economy sits at this table. It drives around in the streets. You walk past each other. We are the economy.
Except for the shit they siphon off of us and put in their pockets.
But if that's what stops, if that's what ends, let's end it.
Exactly.
Because I'm tired of fucking supporting it. I have a grandson, Larry. You don't have any grandkids yet, but you got 2 kids.
I got 2 kids.
You've got your little boy.
Right.
I want to see everyone at this table. And Quan, you got kids? You got one? I want our kids to have a life after we're gone. And if we sit here and don't do anything about it, then we're just making it worse.
Do you think it's stopped though? Do you think that they're stopped? Because
No.
I feel like these
No.
motherfuckers are so arrogant and cocky that I think that they're like business as usual.
No, I don't think so. I don't think we're
they're
there
business as usual.
anymore.
I think they're business as usual.
I don't think so.
You don't think these people are still trafficking kids and?
I think they are.
I do, but I think now they're looking over their shoulder. Now they're a little more nervous, and now the people that are cooperating with them are starting to get nervous. I think the tone is starting to change. You're right. I think for a long time it was, I don't give a fuck. You know who I am? You should see in the files the way the Epstein and these people talk. They didn't give a shit about anything, but they do now, I bet.
Well, here's the thing. When I think about the CIA director, Patel,
Which one?
Patel and
He's FBI.
FBI, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like the way he says things like it's not true, right? And then we're like,
Yeah, it's really fucking frustrating.
I've lost complete faith in him.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like it's just business as usual. Well, listen, it's a news cycle. People will remember this, and then we'll move on. I mean, I feel like more people. This is a quote that I think about this. I think that more people were upset at Michael Vick for dogfighting than they are at this shit.
I don't. I don't.
No, I'm serious.
I think that there was a time.
Listen, motherfuckers were protesting. They were taking Monday Night Football. They were going crazy about Mike Vick.
I agree with you.
But what I'm saying is, no, of course, 100%. But what I'm saying is,
at the time, he was
what I'm
also
saying is, I think that there's nobody to. Who do we really direct this to? He's dead. He's dead. Who are we directing this to? The Clintons? Nobody's. Listen, Clinton shouldn't show his face. I mean, these guys shouldn't show their face.
Well, we got Hillary and Bill that are going to testify now, right?
So they're going in front of Congress. They're going to be.
And that'll be a
testifying.
shit show.
So we don't have the fall guy for this yet because the fall guy has already fallen publicly.
You remember you and I talking, and I said this is a spiritual battle.
100%.
Okay, I believe that we are knee deep in that, and I think this is to compare it to Mike Vick. It is crazy.
I'm just giving it a context of like the people were fucking furious at Mike.
But it was in the media. You're not seeing this in the media because they're afraid of it because they're part of it.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Think about where you get your news.
Bro, a lot of people know what's going on with this, but there's nobody to really direct it to.
But think about where you get your news, right?
CNN?
Whatever, right? Wherever your news funnel is coming through, Mike Vick does something like that. It's huge news on every side.
Having
of
a little
seeing.
girl taking her pennies off is, come on, man.
You guys got this backwards. What he's saying is the right thing. They want you to talk about Mike Vick.
Right.
They're always going to talk about Mike Vick. They're going to talk about every fucking thing like
And
that.
I don't mean to bring up Mike Vick because that's my guy.
But that's just an example. I'm not
it's my
beating up
guy.
on
It's
Vick.
my-
But I'm saying to you, of course, they're going to put that out there and they're going to spin it 24/7. They're not going to talk about the little girl with her panties off
feel like
because they're part of the problem.
That's what I was going to say, right? So the news sources are going to help drag someone like Michael Vick down.
Yeah.
They're not going to help these other people get dragged down because these people are paying their bills.
Yeah.
I feel like, fuck, man, we ought to just put out the clips of him fucking the dogs and then we'd have an uproar because white people love their dogs.
Oh, absolutely.
I love my dog.
I love my dog too.
Yeah, he's cool.
Like, there's
I love my
videos of
dog.
people
I'll
fucking
shoot.
dogs?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying we
No,
might
I'm
as well
like,
put one
what?
out there.
He's saying to give it a proper
to give it the proper
perspective.
to get it going. Now, there's one other question I got to ask you because I feel like there's some funny shit going on with my man Jay-Z because I don't.
He's accused of a lot.
I don't want to.
I have an email that I haven't gone through specifically about him today.
So hold on. Let me tell you why I say this. They have Jay-Z on the island in 1996. Jay-Z was just starting to come up as an artist in 1996. He was just starting to become, because remember, Tupac died in 96. Those guys were just starting to come. Now, what I think in my mind is I could see them being very influential and influenced, like, you know, these guys are coming into a lot of money at that time. They're starting to, their life is, you know, listen, if I gave you, I always tell people, if you had $0 and I gave you $2 million, would that change your life? And most people would say, fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
So if you went from 2 million to 10 million, and that really wouldn't change your life because you've already kind of been set. So I feel like when I see this Jay-Z thing, I sit there and go, well, fuck, he wasn't like Jay-Z, the superstar already.
He was close.
No,
he wasn't what he is now.
No, he wasn't even close back then.
He represented
94?
96, bro.
Right,
96.
so-
Tupac died in 96.
Biggie and Tupac were already dead.
Biggie and no, they just died.
Okay.
So Jay-Z hadn't even taken off yet.
So Jay-Z
he
was
just
the head of New York at this point.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I could see like a Leo Cohen, right, who's a part of the the Jewish community, being like, "Hey, Jay, you know, you're about to be the guy. These are the guys that are investment wise and doing these things wise.
run it all.
You need to be over here with these guys." And that's why I don't feel like I couldn't see him. And listen, second of all, Pusha T is not the handler. Pusha T.
Let's have a conversation about the landscape of rap music in the East in 1996 with Biggie and Tupac dead.
They just died though.
But still, that leaves Puff, who basically, like the Highlander, took all of fucking Biggie's fans.
Yeah, but Puff was never known as a great artist.
Never will be.
Right. It was Big.
But-
Big was the artist.
But
Yeah.
he took Big's fans.
Yeah.
He
True.
remade all of Big's music and put it on his albums.
Right.
And became the
star.
$1 billion black man.
I get it.
Like,
So
that's who he is.
I can see Puffy
And at
over
the
there.
same time, Jay-Z did too. Like they
Well,
both
Puff,
had the
let's
exact
not
same
forget,
trajectory.
I
from
don't
that
Puff
point.
think-
had the same operation going like Epstein. Very similar.
Well, hold on. Let's get back to Jay-Z because I don't know what Jay-Z did. I don't understand what they're saying that he went over there and he.
Oh, that's a good question.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like this isn't like Jay-Z of 2002 where he's becoming the suit and tie guy.
Right.
He's becoming the billionaire guy that is thinking more financially on those. I feel like he was probably a guy that they figured they could probably groom or he's thinking he's going to go meet these guys to get more money.
Well, let me give it to you the way Matt has given it to me.
Okay.
You take somebody who's coming up,
Yeah.
you get them to that island and
Yeah.
get them in a compromised position, whatever that is.
So that's what I'm saying. He doesn't even know he's being used, is what I'm
He
saying.
might be.
A lot of these people were not. They're not aware that there's cameras in rooms, that they're being recorded, they're being set up to do things. So what Derek's saying is absolutely true. They're setting you up so that when you become someone, then they get you to do whatever they want you to do.
I mean, ultimately, just flying on Epstein's jet has now compromised you, period. Right? Anybody whose name is in those flight logs, people are now concerned about who you are as a human being.
So let me give you that example. So that's the prime example. So at that time, Chris Tucker was, listen, as a young black man, you think that you're hanging out with President Bill Clinton,
Right?
saxophone playing Bill Clinton.
Yep.
You think that you're hanging out with that guy, but Arsenio Hall, the cool Bill Clinton,
Right.
And you're going over to Africa to go on these missions, not realizing that you're on the Lolita Express.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
So you think that they knew
I saw
what was
Chris
going-
Tucker today, specifically today, probably 5 pictures of him with not with anyone like little girls, but with Epstein doing stuff. They were real chummy. Are you telling me you're hanging out with
But that's
Epstein
what
and
I'm-
you don't know the
But
deal?
that's what I'm saying. Listen, these guys from the hood, I'm gonna be honest with you. From the hood perspective, we're like, yo, Matt, what's up, man? I'm going on to Epstein. Epstein's the guy. Epstein's a fucking billionaire hedge fund guy.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
going
now-
on to hang out with him.
So
I'm
now
gonna
you're
go get
going-
this money.
You're going down a
You get what I'm saying?
economic, racial,
Exactly. So
Socioeconomic.
we're looking.
Socioeconomic
I'm looking at it like,
thing.
Yeah.
Like-
I'm not hanging out with fucking old dirty bastard.
So when is
But-
but listen,
God-
at some
God
point
bless.
the party starts.
right.
Right.
And
And
are
they're
you
offer-
walking out?
And they're offering you to get on a private jet.
I'm good-
As a young black man
I'm
from
going.
wherever.
I'm going to Epstein Island, thinking that I'm going there to go meet with these billionaire
For sure.
motherfuckers.
Absolutely.
I'm not thinking about anything else
All of
about
us-
no young.
All of us are
Yeah,
saying
yeah.
yes to that.
Yeah, we're all saying yes to that.
Until you hear that he's a sex
Yeah.
trafficker and you're like, oh,
well,
time
when
to
you
leave.
get
Not
over
doing
there,
that.
when you get over there, you get over there and you get a little fucked up, and you see a girl that's 18
You
that
think
you think is 18, but
Yeah.
you don't know.
or they tell you she's 22.
Yeah, you think. You go get one of these girls from the Dominican who have a fat ass.
All of them.
And she looks a little bit
True.
older. She's 21 to us, but then you find out later she's 16, but she's got a fat ass. And now you done smashed her and you don't even know.
And
'cause
they
she's
got you-
alive.
they got
but
you
now
on
they
video.
got you.
But that's the hook. I mean,
I
not
know
saying-
that, but that's what I'm saying.
not
I don't
that
think
that-
Jay-Z would. Jay-Z is not. I don't think he would purposely go over there for those. I don't think if you told Jay-Z or if you told Pusha T, yo, fam, we're going over here to smash these young bitches. They're not doing it. It's the same thing what you're saying about Trump. Why? They're Jay-Z and Pusha
I
T.
don't
They get
disagree.
bitches
Well,
here.
at the same time,
They get bitches here
how
for
old was
free.
Beyonce when they started dating?
I mean, listen, I don't
How
know
old
about.
was
I don't,
Rihanna?
I don't know about.
I want to say 15, 16.
I don't know about Rihanna. I don't know about he has. I don't believe he has sex with Rihanna. I don't believe those. I believe that he signed Rihanna. I believe that. Listen, as a black culture, we like to tear down our we've always torn down our leaders, no matter what. Even now, you have niggas that'll be like, man, Martin Luther King was out there. He was fucking hoes. FBI said it. Okay, well, okay, all right. But that still didn't stop him from
He was like in his early 30s. Which one of us didn't?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I get it.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jay fan, right?
Yeah.
They're going to have to show me proof before I bury him.
I just don't think he purposely.
I got some shit I got to go through. So let's pump the brakes. I pulled Jay-Z stuff because I happened to run across it today, and actually Chris Tucker today. So I'm going to be going through some of that.
I think that they were hanging out with some dudes that were giving them a different kind of level of status.
And they did.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
And
I think they might have got sucked into something.
I think they got sucked in, pause.
Literally.
And they didn't realize what was going on to them.
Maybe. But Chris has got a history of going back to that island several times. So after the first 38 trips you made and the first however many girls are questionable, I can go with you on the first trip or two. But after that, bro, you know the deal. And I'm
that's
digging
a different ball game.
Yeah, I'm digging through all this right now.
I don't think Jay went back. I just want to clarify that because I'm not gonna lie to you. That would break my heart.
Well, let me close this out.
It's already broken my heart. Now, I'm hoping that it doesn't come out.
Listen. If they set him up, that's a different ball game. To me, that's a whole different. Because if you're going over there, listen, from a young kid, like I said, coming from the hood. Listen, I've been around here in Vegas where I'm like, I'm around these attorneys and they're like, oh, such and such, and he's a powerful guy. They're having a party in San Diego.
Hell yeah, you're going.
I'm going.
Absolutely.
And I'm sitting next to the DA, this person, that person. You're like, oh, I'm in a room full of.
Yeah, I go to every one of those parties.
Yeah, I'm in a room full of vultures in here. These guys are the top dogs.
Yep.
There never was anything crazy. Not when I was there.
No.
But I can't imagine.
Yeah, but you didn't get invited to the after party.
That's what it was. And listen, let me be clear. Let me be very honest with you guys. I have been to a Diddy party. I went to a New Year's Eve, 2008. Everybody was there. I'll name everybody.
How big was the slip and slide?
No, there wasn't none of that. Listen, it was a dope-ass party. It was on 3-Star Island at his house. I was there with Mike P. from 97.5. He'll confirm this story. Fat Joe was there. Shaq was there. All these people were there. At New Year's went off. Diamond from Players Club, she was there. Beautiful girl. I walked up to her and she said hello to me. And I damn near nutted in my pants right there. I said, that was Diamond from the Players Club.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Yes. She said hi to me, right? So I was, and so it was a great party. Rick Ross was there, DJ Khaled, they were all the puffy shrimp, lamb chops. They were delicious.
But to be fair, were you invited into every little room?
No. Let me tell you, this was in the backyard.
Okay.
This was in the backyard. And so what happened was...
You didn't go to baby oil room.
No, let me tell you what happened. So at about 12 o'clock, everyone happy... It was a great party. The atmosphere, everyone was there. A lot of people were there. And Busta Rhymes, afterwards, at about maybe 1 o'clock, maybe 1:15, I noticed that I seen all of their Rolls Royces and their Bentleys and everyone was leaving the party. And that was our cue, and Mike and myself and the people we were with, Manny Haley, we left. We left after that. But there was nothing, I didn't see anything. What I will tell you is this. The girls with the entrees, they were serving the dishes, some of the most beautiful bitches I've ever seen in my life. I told Mike at one point, I would drink that girl's bathwater. She is that beautiful. She was that pretty, and she couldn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah, but she's not trying to talk to her.
She was beautiful. I was trying.
No, I'm saying you don't care that she speaks English, bro.
Yeah, no, I didn't care. She was beautiful. So I didn't see anything. And I'm not going to lie, Puffy was, hey, what's up? He was very cool, very cordial. It was a great party. Kim Porter was there, God bless her, there, rest in peace. Like a lot of people were there. It was just a great party. It was everything that you imagine about the party. Now maybe at 3:30, 4 o'clock, whoever's hung around, that was a different party. But other than that, we left. So that's what I mean by like, you see these things and you understand. Like, I didn't see that. And
Yeah.
I wasn't.
What year was this?
2008. I was on the R. Kelly, Keisha Cole double up tour with Jay Holiday. And we all went after the concert. He came to the concert. He performed with Keisha. And then he's like, we're having a party at my house afterwards. R. Kelly didn't show up. And that was it. R. Kelly was doing his own thing. I'd never seen anything with R. Kelly either. Everything they're saying. I never seen
R.
He
Kelly. Must have pissed someone off.
Exactly.
I've never seen it.
Keyword being pissed
I seen R. Kelly's family. I seen R. Kelly's family every night at the show. His family, his kids, all of his kids there at the show. Every night they would have a Star Wars lightsaber. And one day I was like, yo, what's that lightsaber? Every night we see that. They're like, oh, that's his kids. It's letting them know where they are. So he can know where they are. Every night. And never seen him do anything. Coolest motherfucker on the planet. Cool, play ball with you, basketball. Not ball with you, but play basketball with you. Cool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
I hope so.
cool. Like, really a good time, bro. I never seen anything.
He pissed somebody off.
I've seen him in the strip clubs. I didn't see him go after the young little girls. I seen him get one of the hottest chicks in the Houston strip club and sit with her.
But he did marry a 15-year-old.
Listen, I'm not saying I don't know all of that. You know what I'm saying?
No, legitimately, he married a 15-year-old.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. So, I mean, there's some sick things going on out there.
Look, there are certain things that when they happened in the 90s aren't as viewed as bad now as they were then. If you were 18 dating a 15-year-old in the 90s, nobody said shit. If you were 19 dating a 15-and-a-half-year-old, nobody said shit.
You think it's okay now in today's society
now it's
too?
weird.
It's weird.
It's become a weird thing.
What if you're in like Kentucky somewhere?
It's always been okay.
And
It's always been-
it's fine.
And then, like, I think in Vegas, 16 is legal.
It's legal, yeah.
So 25, 28-year-old dudes hanging out with 16-year-olds.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
disgusting?
that's pretty bad.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
if the law says it's okay, what are we going to do?
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's definitely a fucked up situation.
I think there is a proximity law for 16 in Nevada, though. Like, you have to be within a certain age.
I guess what pisses me off.
I don't know about that part, but I think a female can consent at 16.
Okay.
Or a male. I think.
I guess what pisses me off is that you guys are going to talk about all this stuff, and who are we going to go get?
Trump.
No, I'm saying, like, who are we going to go get to, like...
Who's going to be the fall guy?
It can't be one fall guy now.
Who's going to be the fall group?
I mean, some people got to go to jail, man.
Well, the Rothschild name shows up a lot.
This is so big, and it goes in every direction, in culture, science. He goes after atheists. He was doing banking with the Roman Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did this group of Mossad people, okay, specifically Israel, they're creating a culture, and they're going after every lane they can go after, regardless of your affiliation. To them, it's about money, it's about favors, it's about manipulation and power.
Do you feel like Israel's getting with Candace Owens going after Israel and the Mossad and all these things? Do you feel like Israel's getting a really bad rep?
Well,
or no?
Matt thinks they're getting the rep they absolutely deserve.
Absolutely.
Right?
I believe.
Do you
I
think
know
people
they
are waking up to Israel
Yes,
and saying,
yes.
yo, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah,
Well, I think people are waking
100%.
up to America and saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've been knowing how bad our government is. We were always under this illusion that Israel was this magical place where all these great people live. But I think they are worse than we are, and they're far and away, Mossad is the most manipulative, evil organization on the planet.
I mean, and I'm talking, look, I'm going down this rabbit hole, talking to every Jewish person that I am friends with. Like, look, what's your affiliation between your love for Israel, your love for the state of Israel, your love for your Jewish community? And most of them don't have a separation, just like I don't have a separation from me loving America as an American, but I can't stand what's happening with our government right now.
You're
across the
talking
board.
government versus people. Mossad is not the people. Mossad is a filthy organization.
Well, I mean, Mossad's our CIA,
So
right?
I saw a picture yesterday
Yeah,
at the
the
All-Star
government.
game.
Right.
I saw a picture at the All-Star game of Spike Lee,
With the Palestinian
and he had a Palestinian on it. And I saw this white guy get on the thing today, Jewish guy, and he basically was saying, like, I'm not going to resort to violence, but basically I'd fuck Spike Lee up. And I sat back and I thought to myself, like, I mean, just because he wears a pro-Palestine doesn't mean he's anti-Israel.
We always differentiate the difference between the people of Israel, the Jews of Israel, versus the government of Israel, versus like our government here. There's a huge difference. I don't have to be an anti-Semite and hate Jews to hate the government of Israel.
Right.
I have no problem with how Spike Lee was dressed, other than he looked gay. Aside from that fact, I don't have a problem with the Palestinian thing.
You know what that emotion did to me though, because I always check my emotions when I'm going. When I heard he's like an older white guy, he was like, I fucking and I was thinking, and you'd get fucked up. It made me that mad to tell him, and you'd get fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't even fuck with Spike Lee that way, but it made me mad enough, and I thought to myself, bingo, there's the emotion that they want.
Yeah, of course.
There's the emotion that
They're
they
always
want.
trying to do that.
Yeah, there's the emotion.
Always.
I'm going to fuck Spike Lee up, and then the brother's going, and we're going to fuck you up.
Like,
So at the
can't fuck
lowest
with Black
level,
Jesus.
we are at odds. And if we're at odds, we can never be unified against them.
Right.
And that's always the play.
Right.
That is the playbook.
That is the playbook.
And as soon as you're onto something, they will drop another controversy that you got to go down that rabbit hole and stop thinking about this one for just a minute.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a fact.
Every time.
Well, Larry, thank you.
Nah, man, thank you guys. I wanted to pop in here because this was very important, and you guys show is fucking taking off and doing numbers, and I'm proud of you guys. It's going to keep building and growing, and I'm pretty sure after this, I'm praying that this goes the way it should. I mean, I don't. I'm trying to figure out how to really put this out there and really make it go, because what you did is, we got to get this out of here as soon as possible. I mean, it needs to go. I mean, today.
You need to add my
It's
theme
going
song.
today.
You
Like,
need to add my theme song back.
oh
in.
no, we're going
It's
today.
music.
You know what I mean? Like,
And just for record, Matthew Kaufman did not kill himself.
there you go. There you go.
He would
Yeah.
never.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I would say some other shit, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Well, look, we're up against the hour.
All right.
It's so amazing to have you in here,
No,
bro.
no,
Your
man,
energy
thank
is
you,
always
guys. No,
amazing.
thank
Look,
you.
your
No, I love-
topics, everything's dope.
Listen, I got Big CC coming in with you guys.
I like 'em.
Because I want to.
When's that happening?
I'm gonna next week. I'm gonna get Big CC to come in here with you guys because him and Matt get along. I think,
They got a lot in common.
yeah, they like taking baby oil together, and you know what I'm saying.
What do you call
You know
it,
what I'm
cross-country
saying?
skiing?
Yeah.
Just gotta make shit gay, don't you?
I'm
Yeah,
just saying,
yeah.
no pause, no homo.
Super no homo.
Super no homo. You know what I'm saying?
He's a cool dude. I think you'll like him.
No,
No,
you
bro,
guys
spend like a half
listen.
hour with him. He was dope.
Some of our backgrounds are intersectional.
Yeah,
Right.
no.
He's
Listen,
the EP side, right?
listen. He's
Yeah,
listen. At the end of the day, he go to war with us. He definitely he loves Matt. So it's one of those things that like I want to see you guys kind of go at it because he's very knowledgeable, man. That dude
No, he's
is.
sharp.
I don't know where he's. I don't. Sometimes I wonder. I'm like, man, do you guys like when you go to sleep? It's like this shit downloaded into your fucking heads, man. Like, cause you ain't just reading all this shit all day,
I'm gonna
bro.
tell you this,
Right.
Bro, listen, you're
fucked
going
me up.
somewhere else,
This
man.
fucked me up so bad. I had a nightmare the other night. This is real talk. And I woke up grinding my two front teeth so fucking hard, and I had to get up and calm down. This shit does bother me.
Yeah.
And it stays in my head.
You're a real patriot.
Whatever.
Eating beef jerky in his sleep.
Beef jerky. Nasty ass.
All right.
Hey,
well, look,
keep up the good work, man.
Larry,
You guys
it's amazing
kicking
to
ass.
have you.
Keep it up,
That
man.
is our time.
Yep.
I am Derek. This is Matt. That was Larry. You were in our DMs. Please send us topics for us to talk about so we can take this show forward. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Quan.
Thank you, Quan.
Thanks, Quan.